Welcome to Manna at the Tap, a podcast of Tapestry Ministries. Each episode reflects on a daily Bible reading from the Revised Common Lectionary. I'm Gloria, a fellow traveler on a spiritual journey with the Tapestry community, and we refer to the daily Bible reading as our spiritual manna. It nourishes our souls, fostering spiritual growth as we share insights and interpretations that enrich our spiritual lives. Today is Tuesday, March the 24th, 2026, during the fifth week of Lent. The lectionary reading is from 2 Kings chapter 4 in the Old Testament, which recounts how a woman with a large house offered the prophet Elisha a room to stay in whenever he visited her town. The unnamed woman was taken aback when Elisha told her that God would bless her with the gift she had always desired but thought she could never receive: a son. She was filled with joy and told Elisha that he was indeed a prophet of God. The lectionary reading is 2 Kings chapter 4, verses 18 to 37. Something tragic happened to her son. One day, while he was in the field with his father, he complained of a headache. The father asked a servant to take the child to his mother, and she laid him on her lap until noon before he passed away. The mother laid the child on the bed in the room where Elisha frequently stayed, and she informed her husband that she was leaving to search for Elisha. And at that moment, she couldn't respond to any of his questions. She quickly saddled a donkey and rode off as fast as she could. Now, Elisha saw her from a distance and wondered if she was in trouble. So he sent his servant to check on her, but she reassured him that all was well. When she arrived at Elisha, she collapsed to the ground and tightly grasped his feet. His servant tried to pull her away, but Elisha told him to leave her be, as she was in deep distress, even though he did not understand why. When the woman caught her breath, she insisted that Elisha come with her to check on her child. Elisha told his servant to go ahead and place his staff on the child's face, but it had no effect. The child remained dead. When Elisha arrived at the house, he entered the room alone and prayed to the Lord. Then he lay on the child, mouth to mouth, eyes to eyes, and hands to hands, warming the child's body. He repeated the process again. This time, the child sneezed 7 times and opened his eyes. Elisha called the child's mother into the room and handed her her son back. She fell at Elisha's feet, bowed before him, overwhelmed with gratitude. Then she took her son in her arms and carried him downstairs. A lovely story of revival.